Hello, everyone. This is Ed with another interview at Fayette Films. Today, we are here with a special guest to talk about her entry into Inc. Magazine's online competition to win $25,000. Let's listen to what she has to say and see if she could tell us a little bit more about the competition. So, tell us, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Giselle Costa. I am from Pittsburgh, but I live in the Uniontown area now.
Okay. So before we get into discussing the competition, let's give the viewers an opportunity to learn a bit more about you. What was your childhood like, and was it difficult, or was it a positive upbringing?
I would say my childhood was childhood was a little bit difficult. Just like any kid, we had our own issues and family grievances, but parents were not always the best. They adopted me when I was a baby, but they gave me a good upbringing, give me lots of opportunities, went to a really good high school, a good public school, and got a really good education. From there, hit 18 and I just left and went on my own little road.
Of course. So can I ask, what school did you attend?
I went to Hampton High School.
Hampton High School in Pittsburgh?
Yes,
Okay.
in North Hills, Pittsburgh.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So what was your favorite subject there?
English, ironically. I am a little bit of a grammar freak when it comes to like punctuation and stuff, so I absolutely adored English, and my teachers were phenomenal.
Oh, so you had a 4.0?
I had a 3.2. So it was close, but not quite there.
Of course. So what was school like for you in that aspect? Like, you enjoyed the classes, but how about, just, sorry, kind of butchered that. I'm gonna rewind this. What was school like for you?
School was an escape from home, but I also dealt with a lot of bullies in school too, because I was that quiet kid. I didn't really talk to a whole lot of people, just kind of kept to myself. I had my little group, and that was it. And then I ended up going to a vocational school called Beatty, and I went for emergency response and was learning how to be a PIC, which is a paramedic in charge on an ambulance. Had my own medical issues, and I ended up not pursuing that, just kind of took care of myself.
So that was your post-high school education?
Yes.
Okay. So after you finished that, is that when you kind of got into the lifestyle you're into now? Like,
a bit, yeah. It was a gradual interest in it. Growing up, my family was the whole, like, you can't have tattoos, you can't do piercings, you're never going to get a job in life if that's what you do. But
right.
I have 3 beautiful daughters that I'm covered in tattoos. I'm a wonderful mom. All I do is help out everyone around me. I don't see what the tattoos had anything to do with it.
So can I ask you, you're very enthusiastic. So what made you this inspirational? What inspires you?
I'd have to say the people that I looked at as my parents, not the people that adopted me. My grandmother, my nana, I called her my mom. I lost her 4 years ago. She was the woman who showed me how to be a mom and how to just be a woman that really didn't let the world knock me down all the time. Yeah, I still have my own issues. I still deal with my own appearance issues, but I always sit back and I remember what she told me, and moving forward to just worry about you. If you're liking the way you feel, if you like the way something looks on you, move forward with it. Don't care what everybody behind you is thinking, because it's jealousy that's talking.
Agreed.
And I push that to my kids. If I let everyone talk to me and oh, that's ugly, I wouldn't have half the tattoos I have today. I wouldn't have half of what I have today. But I live to show my kids that.
Agreed. Shout out to Nana, because you're a very strong, confident woman.
Oh, yeah.
You walked in here with your head high, and you have the aura to fill the room for sure. So
Thank you.
Shout out to Grandma for sure. So Ink Magazine is a pretty big deal in the tattoo world. From the tattoos that you have that are visible, I can tell that you love getting ink for sure. Could you tell the viewers and the watchers about the competition and what inspired you to enter?
So what inspired me to enter the inked competition is, obviously the prize. It's $25,000. Who wouldn't go after that? Looking further into the competition, what's coming with that $25,000 is a tattoo with Bam Bam, Yeah, who the heck isn't going to want tattooed by him? His books, from what I see, are always full. So the art that he produces, I'll take it. 100% I'll take it. On top of it, you get featured in Ink magazine. It wouldn't be the first time that I'm in a magazine, but this feature in Inked would mean 10 times more to me than the first go round. My kids are the rest of that inspiration, to be completely honest. I mean, $25,000, majority of that I can put aside and put even more into their savings, to where I know that their future's more secure than what mine was, getting out of everything that I did. I wanted to get into the contest because of that, but I mean, I wanted to get myself out there. It was more about breaking through my own boundaries. I'm really to myself. So to put myself out there in a manner where I'm showing myself off and going, hey world, completely look at me here, I'm right here, is insane for me. So being able to break some of those boundaries, I'm hoping that I can also in turn turn around and teach my daughters, keep pushing no matter what you're feeling. Your insecurities matter. Everything that you feel matters, but push forward if it's what you want to do.
Sure.
So hopefully they do continue to see that. Hopefully I do make it the full way through. I hope that I can bring that one home.
That's great. That's great. That's good to hear. So can we ask, what was your first actual tattoo?
My first actual tattoo would have been this heart that I have here. I got that when I turned 18. It was like my first, I get to do this. This is what I get to do, so I'm going. And it was something very simple, but this is one of those, I do wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm very open and honest with people. I don't really tell anybody what they want to hear, but more or less what they need to hear. So I felt like that could stick with me my whole life and always have its meaning behind it.
Okay, so I was going to ask you that. Do all of your tattoos have a meaning? Like, is it like a artistry, like, or how are you doing that?
The majority of my art does have meaning behind it. My sunflower, my rose, and my butterfly are all for my daughters. My youngest is my sunflower. That's my favorite flower, and it's hers too. And then I have my Ava Rose, and her favorite color is purple. So we went with the purple rose for her. And my little buggy, my alley bug, loves butterflies. So she actually chose her zodiac butterfly, which absolutely insane. She had no idea that that's what it was. My next one that I absolutely adore, because I have a lot of people that tell me that I'm the elephant. I remember a lot of things. Maybe not like things that just happened yesterday, but when we start getting further into the future, I start recalling it. So I do have my elephant dream catcher on my thigh.
Okay.
It was and still is one of my favorite pieces. So I will always show that one off.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm not gonna lie, I might have to steal that idea with the kids. I like that.
It's
I like
nice.
that.
I'm gonna go back in one day and hear with their little kid handwriting and have them all write their I love you, so I can get it vined into it and always have them when they're little with me.
Wow, that's inspirational for sure.
Thank you.
So can I ask you touched on this a little bit, but $25,000 is a lot of money. What are you gonna do with that? Do you have it all receipted and planned out, budgeted, ready to go, or are you just gonna kind of?
For the most part of it, like I said, I do want to put a good chunk of it back and make sure that I have it behind for my kids' savings and everything. That's the first and foremost.
Of course.
My next, I guess, 2 goals I could say with it is, one, I obviously am covered in ink. I've had an interest in getting into tattooing myself a lot more lately, just because, I mean, you see how all the art turns out. I've drawn for 15 years. I do have some decent artwork. I'm not going to completely boast on myself because it can always use work. But I'd love to get into tattooing, and, well, that stuff costs a lot of money. I'd like to put some of that money towards getting all the supplies that I would need for that, but then I want to be able to open up my own apothecary. So where we can have some holistic remedies that are a lot more cost efficient for people here in Fayette County. I mean, Fayette County is a little bit lower on the fiscal scale, if anyone is looking in those manners. So being able to give over-the-counter remedies for people that can't sit here and afford every day going to get new medication, I'd like to be able to do that and give back to a community that opened me or welcomed me with honestly such open arms. I've never been looked at sideways. I've never had someone come at me crazy. I mean, strangers. I get strangers that come up to me constantly when I have my kids complimenting me, my artwork. I'd love to do something to give back to them. And if that's where I can get it, I'd love to.
That's great to hear. It's great to hear, especially from an outsider coming into Fayette County. You candidly said that you guys heard her say that she would like to use her business to give back to the community. And if you guys know me, you guys know Fayette Films Show, this is what we love to do. And it's great to hear that she actually is using herself and her business to uplift the community. So we just want to thank you for that, for sure.
Absolutely.
That was heartwarming to hear. I was glad to hear that.
I'd love to be able to do it. I really would.
That's good. That's good. So now can I ask you, we're towards the end of the interview, do you have any shout outs to any artists or anyone that you want to, give a ring to?
Honestly, yeah, I'd love to shout out all of my tattoo artists. Miranda Glass at House of Black Tattoo now, continuously furthering her career, will always do wonderful artwork. I have Ashley Minard, who is doing all of my fine line work, and Paul at Ice 9 Tattoo, and there's Caitlin Kettering, who's also done a lot of my color on my arms and a few different pieces like my dragonflies. Obviously my Nana, rest her soul. I will miss her every day. And my daughters, Allie, Ava, Athea, and everybody that has supported me through everything, everyone that has helped me get to this point, everybody that has, up to this point, continuously voted every single day, whether you've bought votes or you've used your free votes. I appreciate everybody. It means more to me than you guys will ever know.
Well, thank you. Thank you, guys. And thank you as well, Giselle,
Thank you.
for coming on. This is all the time we have for now, but could you tell everyone how they could access or vote for you?
So there's a link. It is inked original, and it would be my name. I will have the link posted, and I post it all over my social medias as well. So if you want to find me there to find the link, it's just Giselle Costa.
Well, thank you, Giselle. This is all we have here. This is Ed at Fayette Films. Thank you for watching.